I've also always strongly felt for the cause of domestic violence, and I in fact even produced my first film on this very subject. Stories of girls discovering their power, of communities choosing equality. When I talk about gender equality, I feel for me gender equality is not just an idea. Good afternoon everyone, and a very warm namaste. This moment truly feels really special to be here today receiving the honor of being named UNFPA India's Honorary Ambassador for Gender Equality. It is overwhelming in the most beautiful way. For me, it feels like both a milestone and a beginning of what I believe to be the most fulfilling chapter of my life. UNFPA has spent 50 years in India working hand in hand with women, young people, communities to advance education, equity, and empowerment. To be welcomed into this legacy makes me feel deeply honored, but also profoundly responsible. Responsible to carry this torch forward into the future we all are building together. This role is deeply personal to me. I have always dreamt of representing my country globally in a meaningful way. And I've also always dreamt of being able to use my voice, my influence, for a cause that I deeply believe in. And today I feel like both my dreams have beautifully merged and become this extraordinary moment. When I talk about gender equality, I feel for me gender equality is not just an idea. It is about dignity, about equal opportunities, about the freedom to make one's own choices. And I've always believed that education is the key that unlocks that freedom, the power to decide your own path. I've also always strongly felt for the cause of domestic violence, and I in fact even produced my first film on this very subject. Because I believe that real change doesn't happen overnight. It takes time, it takes persistence, it takes a constant push and nudge from generation after generation. My mother, for instance, in her time had to shatter stereotypes, break through glass ceilings to become the first working woman in her extended family. She was told, like many other girls at that time, that, why do you want to study so much? You're eventually going to get married. What is the point of getting another degree? But she still fought her way through, and after marriage also she was blessed with a very supportive husband, and she continued her journey. She completed her PhD, became a professor, refusing to let anyone else define her potential. It was because she fought for her dreams that I grew up witnessing something beautiful. Both my parents were working and managing our home with equal responsibility, equal partnership, and equal respect. I actually never saw gender roles in my house. I only saw love, companionship, and absolute equality. And that shaped not just my thinking, my values, but also my soul. I grew up as the dreamer I am, truly believing that I could achieve anything I put my mind to. And my parents gave me the wings to fly. And I believe that success, true success, is when you can make way for the next generation. And I really hope I'm able to do the same, because I know that when women and girls are educated and empowered, they don't just change their own lives, they uplift families, communities, nations. Fun fact, or actually I would say a phenomenal fact. Did you know that India's female labor force participation has risen to 41.7% in 2023-24, up from just 23% in 2017-18? I mean, that is a big positive shift. But it is only the beginning of what is possible. IMF estimates say that if women's participation in the workforce were actually equal to that of men, India's GDP could rise by 27% by 2030. Like, just absorb that. So the point is that when women work, economies grow. And these are not just numbers. They are proof that actually empowering women is the smartest investment we can do as a nation. This morning, I met 4 remarkably young women amazing. Their stories like really touch my heart. Sonali, Sindhu, Urmila, and Priyanka. Proof that when dreams are supported, the impossible becomes possible. Yes, I'm an actor, a producer, an entrepreneur, but at my heart, at my very core, I'm actually a storyteller. And through this role, I want to tell stories that actually matter, stories of girls discovering their power, of communities choosing equality, of a future where every child has the freedom to dream. Before I close, I want to take a moment to thank the entire UNFPA India family for this honor, for trusting me with this responsibility, and for the incredible work that you guys continue to do every single day. I feel humbled, I feel grateful, and more than anything else, I feel really excited to walk this journey with you towards an India where every girl can dream, rise, soar, and shine. Thank you.